Travon Smith here, episode 6 of the Real Estate Experience. And today we got a treat for you guys. Usually we do realtors and people in the real estate industry. And that's what we try to do is highlight 15 minutes of the real estate profession. Um, these people right here, the one I'm going to interview, Miss Luce, right? Correct? Did I
Yep.
say it right, Luce? Okay, I want to
Yeah,
make sure I
that's
say
it.
it correctly. She is the backbone of the real estate industry. A lot of people don't know about that until you get into trouble. You know what I'm saying? But people like me, we find out before you get into trouble because these are the people of the backbone who help you get to the part where you can even go look at houses. Miss Luce, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me. How's everybody doing?
No, it's definitely a pleasure for you joining us. If you give an introduction, talk about a little bit about what you do and how you got into it, please.
Absolutely. My name is LUZ CORRAL, better known as the credit expert. We are with Your Blueprint. We actually help people with their credit. We do credit repair, credit establishment. We also help people with their federal student loans. Name it, everything that's on your credit report, we can definitely help with. So we cover absolutely everything. We've been in business for 13 years. Most of our clients are actually people that are trying to purchase their first home or trying to refinance, and they have some credit blemishes that need to be taken care of. Um, so yes, I mean, when people ask me, what can you do? I mean, what can we not do? It's very important for you guys to know where your credit is at before you even start looking to get pre-approved for a loan. Especially nowadays where the market is so hard, you want to make sure that you know where you stand before you even start looking.
Okay, that's definitely the correct information that everybody needs to hear, whether it's professionals or people listening for the first time because they may want to purchase a house. I did want to. How did you get involved in it? Is this something that you knew you wanted to do? Kind of like when was that bling moment? Like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do.
So back in 2007, 2008, remember when that recession hit us
Mhm.
all? I was part of that hit big time. So I had a business, I had a house, I had, the cars, the motorcycles, everything. So everything came to a collapse and I lost everything. So I went from having an excellent FICO score to having like a 400 score.
Okay.
Um, I wasn't the only one there. So most of my friends and family were going through the same thing. Some people harder than others, obviously. So when I, woke up from that tremendous, you know, punch that we
Yeah.
got, I was like, okay, so how do we go from here? How do we reestablish our credit? How do we um, start building our business credit all over again? How do I start like bringing up my FICO score? So I met this individual who at the time was very involved in the whole credit repair. He had been doing it for 4 years. He was already retired, so he wasn't really actively doing it anymore. But I told him, you know what, if you help me and if you teach me on how to do it, I promise you I will definitely take care of people. And we started doing it that way. And I've learned, a lot of things from him, and obviously others I've learned on my own. Being in business for so long, you kind of learn, a lot from other people and from the things that that you never even tried before. So doing it for so long and helping, I started helping my family, I started helping my friends, and it worked out. I rebuilt my credit all over again from a 480 to right now it's an 800 FICO score, but still, that's the way we got started. So I get that a lot of people, even from the recession back then, still hasn't recovered. They still have not, build their credit all over again because they're scared. So it's just a very personal reason why I do what I do, and I love what I do because there's nothing like walking into a place knowing that you have a FICO score that they can deny. That's just what it is. Honestly, it's you put um, your own rules to it rather than just hoping that they can give you whatever they want to give you. When you have bad credit.
And I think that's extremely important because a lot of people don't find out about their credit until it's too late. Like, oh, I'm in trouble. Like, and
Yeah.
the best thing you could do is like start taking care of it now. Get with people like you. Check their credit scores, twice a year if that's still the correct rules and things like that. I want to go ahead and talk to you a little bit about what you do. So, what's some advantages of working with somebody like you instead of people trying to do it on their own? Because I know people try to do it on their own. Like I used to be hard headed and try to do it on my own, and I used to go up like 2 points, 3 points. I mean, I was like, I never went nowhere. So, what's the advantages of somebody coming to you instead of trying to figure it out on their own?
Well, I mean, to be quite honest with you, I always tell people, it's like going to court and representing yourself rather than hiring an attorney.
Mm,
It can go either way. If you hire the right credit repair expert, I mean, we will guide you, like, especially in what we do here at the office, we will guide you through the process of. We give you a free consultation. We look at all three credit bureaus to make sure that we cover every single thing. Remember, not all three credit bureaus show the same information. So we based our consultation on all three credit bureaus. So we were going to tell you exactly how we're going to be able to help you, how long it's going to take, how much it's going to cost you. We actually give you every 45 days a progress report that tells you where you were at in comparison contrast where you were at to where you are now, so you can actually understand. So not a lot of people even know how to read their own credit report, so we make it very user friendly for people to understand what they were at and what they're at now. And we actually do all the hard work for you. I'm going to be honest with you, if when it comes to credit repair works if you put your work into it. So as a client, you need to make sure that you follow directions. If you go out there and spend 100% of your credit utilization, your credit is going to go down. If you miss the payment, your credit is going to go down. If you start applying for a whole bunch of things at the same time, you have a whole bunch of inquiries, your credit is going to go down. So our mojo is basically we help you fix your credit, and through the process of we educate you on how to keep it up and what to do and what not to do. So it's a huge difference because it's not just about submitting letters, and a lot of people think that that's just the way of doing it. But you have to be very careful because there is a statute of limitation. There are some rules and regulations that you have to follow in order for you to get the right results. Because if you don't, you might just shoot yourself in the foot. So you just want to be very careful with what you're doing and how you're doing it. And again, if you're thinking, hey, I want to buy a car, I want to buy a house within the next year, this is a time for you to do and fix your credit. Don't wait until a week or 2 weeks after,
mhm.
before, or wait until your car breaks down in order for you to need it, because I guarantee you, no one is going to fix your credit in 3 days and 4 days. It's something that is a process. It's going to take some time to get to the right place, and you have to be realistic with that. Unfortunately, a lot of people think this is something that I can do in a month and I
Hmm.
can get it done, but that's not being realistic.
And that's definitely something that people need to know, because a lot of people is like, oh, I got somebody who will fix my credit in a month. I'm like, that's not possible. I said, even if it's possible, it's not legit. It's not correct. So I'm not even sure if that can be done. I just always tell people that like it can be fixed in a week or two in a month. It takes time, like you said, it's a process. I want to ask, are there any scenarios or situations that you just like, it just gives you a headache as far as dealing with credit? Are there like things on the credit report that just take a little while longer, that just give you a headache, or are hard to get off, or whatnot? What are some of the hard inquiries to get off, or if I may ask?
Of course. I mean, I cannot tell you that credit repair is easy because there's a lot
Yeah.
of back and forth, and you have to deal with multiple entities to be able to delete something off
Okay.
someone's credit. Remember, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they're not one under one umbrella. They're all separate. So A does not know what C is doing, and C does not know what B is doing.
Okay.
So sometimes you have to push them and you have to show them, hey, listen, Equifax actually deleted from my credit report. Now it's time for you too to do it as well. Because supposedly everybody has to have the same information, although they don't. So it's a lot of going back and forth. I
Okay.
mean, I will say one of the hardest things that take a little longer to get removed is probably like removing a BK, a bankruptcy,
Okay.
and maybe like those timeshares. Man, I swear to God, those timeshares are crazy. And as
Mhm.
you know, a timeshare is considered real estate.
Yeah.
So if you don't take care of your real estate, if you don't take care of your timeshare, you won't be able to close escrow. And we had to take care of it. So is it possible for us to remove off someone's credit? Absolutely. But the backbone of it is to make sure that it's already taken care of, because anyone can remove things off your credit, but is it taken care of on the back end? Want to make sure that you are able to close escrow. It's not just about you being able to pull your credit without showing that, but it's also being able to go on public records and not having that on your public records. So that's why it's a little more tedious. It can definitely get done, but it takes a little more time.
If you're just tuning in, you're talking to Travon Smith and LUZ CORRAL of Blueprint Credit Repair. This is the real estate experience, man. Anything we could do to help out your situation. So if you're in the real estate profession, or you're somebody just watching because you need to fix your credit, possibly trying to buy a house, Luz, can you go ahead and give your information out so people can have it? And we'll put it in the description below as well.
Absolutely. We take free consultations. I can send you guys a link for the digital calendar. But my name is Luz Corral. Phone number is 714-450-2027. I'll give you guys all of our social media platforms information. And our email is info@blueprintsquad.com. Again, info@blueprintsquad.com. If you allow me to send you some links, those links will take you guys to everything that you need to see. We're very active on social media. We'd love to give free tips and tricks on how to build your credit, how to establish credit, what to do, what a trend is, because there are so many things with credit that can help you boost your FICO score without even having to pay much.
Definitely. I want to get into maybe one more question before we get out of here. I know, from the TikToks and the social medias and things like that, everybody always thinks they know what they're doing with that. But I want to ask, are you guys doing business credit as well? Is that something that's coming more fashionable where people are doing that? And do you guys work with that as well?
Absolutely. I'm so glad that you asked that question, because yes, we do help with business credit. We help you establish your business credit. We help you either get started from zero or actually pick up and go from where you're at. Yes, business credit is crucial for all those entrepreneurs out there. It's crucial for you to separate your personal information with your business information. Having your EIN and having credit established on your EIN and separated from your personal not only is good for taxes at the end of the year, you're not going to drive yourself crazy, but also for your expenses, for everything else. Remember, I always like to say business credit is like personal credit, but on steroids. So
Mhm.
if you get approved for a $10,000 credit card on your personal credit, most likely you'll qualify for like a $40,000 credit card under your business. So that's one of the reasons why to do it. And number two, as you and I know, with personal credit, we got to stay below that 20% credit utilization. When it comes to business credit, the more you spend, the more they give you. So, and
Mm.
then it doesn't show up on your personal credit. You can lease your cars, purchase properties, you can do anything that you want under the business credit, and it won't affect your personal credit. So trust me when I tell you, entrepreneurs out there, you got to get on your business credit. That's something that we all have to do when it comes to owning our own business. If you really want to succeed in that industry, you have to establish your business credit. Stop playing with your own personal credit. Don't play with it.
So look, she's giving you guys free tips right here, man. As you can only get it right here. The real estate experience. We're talking to Luz of the Blueprint Credit Repair, the Blueprint Squad. We're gonna call her. Get your business, your business credit, your personal credit, everything fixed all in once. And as you just heard her say, she dropped a jewel in there. If you're paying attention, you can purchase real estate with your business credit. So pay attention. Go back, contact her, get her information, set a date, get a consultation with her. This is a lady I've known for a little while. I was referred to her. She's helped me out with some clients and things like that. So I definitely want to, help her get her information out there because she's a woman of her word. So can you please give your information out again before we get out of here?
Absolutely. You can contact me at 714-450-2027. You can either text me or call me. I'll send you the link for a calendar so you can actually book your own appointment. Appointments are over the phone and completely free. And you can choose from whatever, kind of a consultation you want to have on that calendar. Again, Luz Corral with your blueprint. Telephone number is 714-450-2027. I'll send you a link where you can click, and all of our information is there, so you guys can even book an appointment or, do whatever kind of research you want to do.
Luz, I appreciate you taking the time out this morning to hang out with us. Somebody I want to bring back again later on, and we'll get some updates of people we send to you and things like that. But good luck and continue doing what you're doing. It's a beautiful thing helping people out, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks for the platform. I really, really appreciate you guys. And let's do it again.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you later.
Thank you.